So we have 10 minutes left. Let's try to get through a few more questions. Does applying to financial aid hurt my students' chances at need-aware schools? Yes, at some schools. And knowing which schools are need-aware versus need-blind is one of the most important pieces of strategic information a family can have when building their college list, and this should definitely be researched. And let me just explain this distinction clearly. Need-blind schools, and there are actually only about a handful of truly need-blind schools in this country, including schools like Harvard, Yale, Princeton, MIT, Amherst, and a few others. These schools, they make admissions decisions completely independently of whether a family applies for financial aid. So applying for aid at these schools carries zero risk to admissions. Also, these schools meet 100% of demonstrated financial need for every admitted student, which means they can actually be more affordable for lower and middle income families than schools with lower sticker prices. Now, need-aware schools, which is the majority of selective colleges, they consider financial need as one factor in admissions decisions, particularly at the margins. So what that means is, this doesn't mean a strong applicant with high need will be rejected. It means that when a school is deciding between two roughly comparable applicants, the one who requires less institutional aid has an edge. So then the strategic implication here is, at need-aware schools, families who have a genuine choice between applying for aid and not applying for aid should make that decision thoughtfully. If your family has assets or income that put you in a position where you could pay full price, not applying for aid at a need-aware school can meaningfully improve your students' odds. If your family genuinely needs the aid, then apply, but understand the dynamic and account for it in how you build the list. The practical advice I give families is, make sure your list includes at least 2 or 3 schools where your student is a strong enough applicant that the financial aid application is unlikely to be a differentiating factor. And for your rich schools that are need aware, have an honest conversation about what you can actually afford before you apply, because getting in without sufficient aid is its own kind of bad outcome, in my opinion. So understanding the need aware versus need blind distinction for every school on your list is one of the first strategic conversations I have with families, because it affects not just the application strategy, but the school list construction itself. And getting this wrong late in the process could be an expensive mistake. So getting it right early is good planning.